It's finally here. It's Tuesday, 8 p.m. It's time for CCUK Resin Q&A Live, sponsored by apexresin.co.uk. Don't forget, use my discount code CCUK, save some money. That's right. Tonight and every Tuesday at 8 p.m. we're going live on the only resin talk show where you meet your favorite artists and creators behind the gloves. CCUK Resin Q&A Live. We'll be talking with fellow resin artists and creators and answering all of your questions live. Make sure you stick around. Ask all your questions in caps lock. Get involved, share this video with your friends and family, and enjoy the show. And with that, I'd also like to take a moment to say a massive thank you to everyone that supported this channel, guests, sponsors, members, and subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. We all grow together. The more questions you ask, the better the live will be. To be creative and ask away. Make sure at the end of the video you give it a thumbs up and comment. That's how we all keep growing. But for now, sit back, grab a drink, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi everyone, it's Tuesday, it's 8 p.m. That means one thing, it's time for another CCUK Resin Q&A Live. And I'm so excited tonight. So tonight's guest, I have been following a little bit, and she's very well known in the tumbling community, which I've never done. So I'm excited to hear more about this. And I've got to know her a little bit through, I think she's been on a lot of Create and Bloom videos and Apex videos, and that's where I've got to know her. So it's going to be exciting. Not only that, stay till the end, because you may remember I did that 10K giveaway. We're going to announce the winners tonight, so that's exciting. Somebody's going to win 200 quid's worth of Apex resin. Woo! But before we get to that, let's all meet Wendy. And I'm not going to call her by her channel name, just in case she's offended. But let's all say hello to Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Andy. Hi, everybody.
Am I okay to call you Grandma Wendy? I feel like that's what you're known as.
Everybody calls me Grandma Wendy, which is so lovely. So, yeah.
And to be fair, I've only got to know about you since I started going on Instagram, because I'm normally YouTube. And that's the exciting thing for me over the past few months. I've been getting more involved in Instagram and TikTok as well as YouTube. And it's opened up a whole world of new artists. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But these are all about getting to know the artists behind the gloves. And it's basically, it's getting to meet you on camera. So do you want to give your channel a bit of a shout out so that anybody that doesn't know you knows how to find you?
Yeah, I'm just Grandma Wendy Crafts, and I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. That's
going to be my first question now. Why not YouTube?
I haven't got that far yet. Don't know whether I've got the confidence yet, but
is it in the planning?
I don't know.
I've seen quite a few of your reels that you do.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you couldn't just put those on YouTube as shorts.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So just another audience. And I think there's some people, I'm finding this, that only go on Insta. There's some that only go on TikTok, some that only go on YouTube. And it's great to combine all of them together.
I've only just gone on Facebook, to be honest. It's only been the last 4 or 5 months.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah. And that's because I didn't want to do Facebook. And then my husband, somebody sent me a link to say somebody was asking to put some flowers in some resin.
Yeah.
And it was local to me. So I couldn't reply. And I said to my hubby, could you reply for me? And he said, yeah, but the trouble is they're going to ask me questions and I can't answer. He said, you're on Instagram and TikTok, so please just go on Facebook. So I did.
Yeah. Well, it's another way to grow, you know, on Facebook as well. And I think you get different audiences from everyone. And it's like YouTube. My videos tend to be longer because they tend to be like full out tutorials. But a lot of people on TikTok or Instagram won't watch them because they just want to do this and move on to the next piece, which doesn't work well on YouTube. So what got you into, first of all, what got you into resin?
My garden, really. I love doing my garden. I can't do as much as I used to because I've got osteoarthritis, so I can't bend, etc. But I loved all my flowers.
Right.
And I thought there must be something more I can do with my flowers. And so I looked around and come up, I think it was probably on Pinterest and all that, and found that you could dry them and put them in resin.
Yeah.
So that's why I started. So I've been going about 3.5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So very short.
With flowers, I'm only just getting into flowers, actually, interestingly. I'm putting them into resin. And I'll be honest, it's not as easy as it looks.
No.
I've had some success, but I've also had some of my biggest failures. And it's quite expensive when you have a big failure with flowers because they tend to be bigger molds.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes I try and push the limits of the resin. That's the problem, rather than just letting it be patient and doing its thing.
You have got to allow time for resin with flowers, and I use the Apex Deep Cast, which is absolutely amazing for flowers.
Yeah.
But you do have to have it like 48 hours before you can move on to the next step. And then, so if you're doing a big project, it's sitting on your worktop, which I've only got that little space over there.
Well, you're the same as me. That's my space behind me. That's it.
Yeah, you wasn't going to see my craft room. I was hoping to do it downstairs, but my tablet wouldn't play ball, so I had to come up here. But yeah, so but I do enjoy doing flowers, and I had offered a service of drying people's flowers, but then I found out that flowers do change colour when they're dried. And especially for wedding flowers would be very difficult and people wouldn't be quite so happy. So I've taken that off my thing. But I have done some funeral flowers, which, I explained to them that they do change colour because all the moisture's been taken out, and especially white or pink flowers go very...
Well, it's like some of them, it's like I love bird of paradise flowers, but every time I've seen them dried, they go brown.
Yeah. Well, Lou at Creating Blooms got brilliant blooming silica, and that's what I use, and it's really good.
Yeah. I've got some drying at the minute, actually, some flowers, because I'm doing a Beauty and the Beast piece.
Oh, right.
And I wanted a full rose with the stem.
Yeah.
To try and create a mold to put it in like a what do you call them? Those glass frames, but in resin with a few petals dropping off. So whether it'll work or not, I don't know. Because as I say, I've had some pretty big failures, and it's through being impatient, and that's what I've learned. It's like I did I might grab it in a minute to show you. I did one of my most artistic flower pieces, which was putting it into resin into a big block, and then I rushed it by putting it in the curing machine.
No,
you don't want to do that because it makes it more liquid, but also hotter, and it slightly burns the flowers, and you get bubbles everywhere. So, but that's how we learn.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a water lily in a big block, and it was out of our pond, but it went quite pale. The water lily, I was a bit disappointed, but I still did it in resin. I'm pleased with it, but there's a lot of things I learned from that bit. But it's such a big block. I just, and
it's like some of the white petals don't stay white either. They go transparent.
No, a lot of, and this is what happened to the water lily. It went quite transparent. So I have tried a couple more, which I've dried, but I haven't put them in resin yet. Just to see, because I spoke to Lou, who is brilliant at all this, and she said, don't leave them in the silica as long, try doing it shorter, and they seem to be more opaque, but as I say, I still haven't put it in the resin yet. So
I've seen some people literally cover each petal with UV resin and then put it in, and that's meant to make them last better and keep the colors. I've not tried that yet either.
No, I don't know whether I'd like that.
No, it'd be very finicky, I think, every little petal, but it's one of those things, isn't it? You never know. Oh, there we go.
Hubby's brought it up. So
wow, that's lovely.
Really quite heavy. It took a lot of resin. It took a lot of deep cast. I was a bit.
I can imagine.
I've just got to sand the top, and it's got a few bubbles in the top, but I quite like that. I've just got to sand that and just do the top. But been a bit.
But you know what? When they get little tiny bubbles in, I like that in the flower pieces because it almost looks like they're underwater and there's a little bubble going up.
Yeah, but yeah, you probably can't see it, but it is a bit translucent. But it was more translucent when I put it in, so it wasn't the resin; it was me drying it. But I didn't know whether water lily would work.
Yeah,
because it's been in the water, you know, and you don't want to. Yeah, I thought, will it close up when I'm drying it, or what will happen? So I was.
Well, that's the thing you've got to think about with flowers, which again, it's one of the things I enjoy is figuring out how the petals are going to go as well.
Yeah, so it came out really good. It wasn't quite.
It's lovely.
Then I put the leaves in as well. You know, I put the leaves in as well, and of course, well, this I didn't, but a lot of things you're working upside down.
Yeah.
And you can't always see, and you don't know what the result's going to be.
No. So when I do my skulls, I do them upside down. But if I do it with a rose, I've got to fill the rose with resin first and then try and be quick to dunk it in. Yeah. So there's not as much air in there.
Yeah, but then the resin will go deep in the middle of the core. I did another one, another round lovely pink rose, and I put stones in the bottom. That come out really well. But then when I took it out the mold, bit of the top of it overlap, it sort of bent over, so you can't quite see the middle. But I was still happy with it, you know.
With that lily one, you've got to have some resin frogs by the side of it, surely.
Probably, but my hubby did say about putting the fish in, because that's why we got a pond. But I wasn't sure, because the water lily was so big, I didn't think it would look well with the fish down here, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know? So
no, it's a lovely piece, and again, I think you can still see some colours in it, which is nice. I see what you mean with the transparency, but I think that always happens with white flowers, no matter which ones you use.
Yeah, and this was sort of pinky, and again with pink, a lot of pink flowers just get translucent. So it's all learning. It's all learning, isn't it? And
it's all part of the fun, you know. Not every piece goes right, and the ones that go wrong, that's how you learn. That's the way I look at it.
You know, I won't sell that piece because it's special to us. So, you know, special to me. I don't make myself very much items. You probably the same. You just don't.
Well, I'm a bit different because I don't sell much because I haven't found a way to sell much yet. So I've got a house full of resin at the minute, which I'm trying to figure out how to sell certain pieces. So I've just started hiring half a table in a local shop. That's actually selling a few pieces, which is nice. But I'm trying to figure out the best way, to be honest. And I think it's, where does your audience want to buy from? Is it an online shop, or are you better doing it in person? I've seen some of your craft fair stalls set outs that you put. They look amazing.
Thank you. It's taken... well, it'll be this weekend. Will be my church, the church in Great Notley, had their first ever craft fair, and I just started. Obviously, I'd only been doing resin for about 5-6 months, and I was told, "Come on, Wendy, you've got to do a stall." And I do cards. I did cards and other things as well. So I said, "Oh, okay, I suppose because it's there, it's my comfort zone. I know everybody and that." So I had a table, and when I look back, I just think, oh, golly, I didn't put much up, you know, and yet that's where I suddenly got the buzz. And ever since then, I've just been doing more and more. And this year, I've just done loads. Yeah.
That's the best way, though. And it's like, I mean, I made 100 Christmas tree decorations the other week, and it nearly killed me packaging them all. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, well, if they don't sell, I'm going to have a lot of ornaments on my tree this year.
Yeah, it would be full of they were gnomes and that, weren't they?
Yeah, I did some angels. I did some little gnomes, and I've just done some more, which I couldn't resist. I walked into Aldi, and I found Kevin the carrot. So I had to make some of these. But yeah, and that's the thing. You can get inspiration from anywhere. And I was just walking around. I saw this chocolate mold in Aldi, and I'm like, that's going to make some resin ornaments.
Yeah. But I do love doing craft fairs. You talk to loads of people, you know, and I just feel that's my comfort zone. I can then control what I do and sell more than if I was doing, like a lot of people do, especially with the tumblers, do TikTok lives, you know, and sell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about those because I can see one turning by the side of you.
Yeah, I've just put Cure Pro on these.
I love the Cure Pro.
Oh, I do for top coats. I'm going to probably get a sticky hand now. So this is a pint mug. And it's Back to the Future inks. I don't know whether you can see it, which I love, and everybody else love as well.
What are they? Back to the Future inks?
Yes, they come from Topeka on Everything Tumblers.
Right.
They're one of Scott's 713 cups, which is in America, and she gets them all from and sell them at Everything Tumbler.
Wow.
And I do a black base and then put them on, and people just loving them at the moment. I can't keep up with them. And then
I've heard you're a bit of a tumbling expert now.
Oh, I don't know about a tumbling expert, but I enjoy it. I've done another template one.
Yeah.
Which I love as well. I'm trying to get it off.
I've not done any tumblers yet, but I think I'm going to have to try them. They look fun.
Yeah, these are the template ones, which I've just started doing, which I love.
So what happens with them? Do you actually like stick a template to it and then colour in the resin?
Yes. You fill it, you get a template. There's a lot of people do them at the moment. I'm getting them from Dotty Designs, and you get your stainless steel 20-ounce cup.
Yeah.
Stick it on, which is, to me, is the hardest bit, trying to get it on straight and matching when you meet it. And then they're all in little bits. So there's all different. There's so many different patterns. I haven't got any more up here, but there's so many different patterns you can get. And then there's vinyl ones, mind benders and that as well, which has got the vinyl as well as then you put the glitter. And then it's like this one had got 4 glitters, and then they've got a plan of it, and you take the first little bit off, like it's like double-sided tape.
Yeah.
So you take a bit off, sprinkle on the glitter, work it in, then you do the next one. And you obviously start with the dark first, and then go to the lightest. Then you seal all that. It takes a long time. You seal it all, leave it overnight, then you resin it with quantum, fast set, apex. And
could you do it with normal fast cure resin, just out of curiosity?
Yes, they're all with fast cure. I love fast cure. I love fast cure. A lot of people don't, but for inks and the glitter ones, they're perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I think that's what bloom drops were invented for as well, tumblers.
Yes.
I don't. I mix them in my resin, which you shouldn't do. But
no, I've got all her bloom drops. I'm an advocate for Apex and Lou at Creighton Blooms. I can't say I've got all her pigments or all her.
Speaking of which, she's just turned up in chat. Hi,
Lou. Because I don't say I've got them all, and I'm so excited. The same as you. You've got the advent calendar.
Oh, I have.
Have you opened today's?
I'll let you into a little secret. So I'm doing a video every day, and I make. Yes. Now, there's no way I could work full time and make and get a video out on the same day every day. So I'm a little bit ahead. So I'm up to day 18 at the minute. So all I'll say is there's some fun surprises.
Yes, and I mean, I just love all Lou's things. They are absolutely amazing. There's Carolyn there as well, just come in, and Kaz and Sam, everybody I know. Yeah. So hello, everybody. It's really lovely for you all to support me. Well,
I'll tell you what, we've got 52 in already.
Oh, don't tell me how many, please.
Yeah, so hopefully you're going to get some new followers.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. And hopefully my dad and my sisters are watching, and I know my hubby and my daughter and my son and everybody. So it's really lovely to have their support.
It's great that everyone supports you, and I think that's the thing. I know you're really well known on Instagram and things like that for your tumblers and things like that. And it's great. It creates a bit of a community. And that's why when I spoke to you, I said, I want to get you on. I want us to try and intermix these Instagram and YouTube communities and see if we can all grow together. And I think that's the fun part.
And what was amazing was that not this year, but the year before, when Lou at Creighton Blooms did her first ever weekend of crafting.
Yeah.
There was, I don't know how many of us met up, and it was like as if we'd always been friends. Well, we were friends on Instagram, but we'd never met before. And it was, Oh, they're just absolutely firm friends, you know. And we even went to one of their weddings this year, and
Wow.
it's just amazing. Absolutely a brilliant community, and my life has changed so much.
Karen says your cousin's listening too as well.
Oh, hello, Karen. Yes, hello, Karen. I sent
Um,
them all the link. So,
But that's the thing, it's about community. And that's one of the things I've loved since coming into the resin community. It's like a big family, you know, it's amazing.
absolutely. Yeah.
I've got more friends in the resin community than I've got in real life. And I'm hoping next time Lou does one of these weekend things, if it's a child-free weekend, I'll be there. But it's
yeah, I went this year as well, and it was just amazing again. And yeah, I'm really hoping she's going to have another one next year in May. It's just amazing. It doesn't matter if you don't do a lot and you don't get results. It's just being together, and it's just, you know, you know their names and that, and then all of a sudden you're there, and it's just magical.
Well, I've only ever met 2 people from the resin community so far in real life, and that was amazing just to meet 2 people. So one of them's one of my mods, Lisa, who's amazing and always helps out on the show. And then the other one was Steph, who I think I saw in chat from Highland Homecrafts as well. So and it was just amazing to meet real people that I've been talking to online, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, as you say, a big family, and it is just amazing. And as I say, my life has changed so much, and I'm so much. And Kaz has met me. Yeah, Kaz met me. I went to see her at one of her fairs. Then she came and saw me as well, which was lovely. And it's just nice to be there. And I met somebody today. I did a small stall today at a big office place in Whittam.
Right.
And somebody said, "Oh, hello, Grandma Wendy." I went, "Hello," I didn't know her. And then she told me who she was, and I went, "Oh, hello." Yeah. So yeah,
You're a celebrity now then.
Yeah.
I've not had that in the street yet. Nobody's come up to me and said, "Hi, you're Andy from CCUK Resin, aren't you?"
Funny, because I thought, well, I don't go live or, you know, on Insta or TikTok or anything, but yeah, they just saw my name and knew who I was, so that was really lovely. That was really nice. Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit, and to everyone turning up in chat, hello. If you're here for the giveaway, everybody. It's happening at the end. But let's go back to your first resin project. What was it, and how did it turn out?
I did a little heart coaster. Well, isn't really a coaster, but a little heart, because again, my son and daughter-in-law got married, and Jodie hadn't found anybody to do her flowers. And I said, well, I'll have a go if you want, because I'd got all the stuff, but I hadn't done anything. I said, I don't know how they'll turn out. And anyway, and then I found out somebody else did resin. So I asked them if they would do it for me. And they said, no, but I will come and start you off. So Joni came just to help me mix it, because I was so more frightened with mixing it. I'd had the stuff for quite a while. My daughter had bought it for me, and the key, you know, the ABC key ring thing. I just didn't want to mix it, you know. Yeah. And anyway, Joni came one morning and we had coffee and a chat, and I mixed it and never looked back. Yeah. So I've still got the first round coaster and a heart coaster as well. So yeah.
Always keep your first pieces. You never forget.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So every anniversary, I put it in my story. This is my first, and go through different ones. So yeah.
That's great. And we've already got a few questions coming through. So I'm going to start asking them. And then obviously, if there's any you don't want to answer, don't feel pressured. Just say, I don't want to answer that. I don't think there'll be any like that tonight, but you never know with this lot. So Summer's asked, well, she's suggesting, do you know when you do white flowers, she says you can try and spray paint them to keep them white.
I have heard you can do that, but I don't know whether I'd dare, especially if they were precious ones. And you've got to be so careful with spray paint as well, because hubby did spray paint the tumblers to start with. Okay. But you do have to wait at least 24, 48 hours to make sure all the gases from the spray paint is off before you add resin, or else you get what they call fish eyes.
Yeah. I've had fish eyes before.
Yeah, so I don't quite know. Putting spray paint on flower, I don't know. I haven't tried it, so I
suppose
can't.
technically you could use normal paint, acrylic paint, and paint the petals if you wanted
But
to.
To me, then you might as well get an artificial flower, because it's not the. Yeah, you've got the base there, but you haven't got the real. You haven't got the veins. But I know. Oh, hello, Apex Angels.
Yeah, they're saying hello,
Hello.
as well. I've just
Yeah.
missed them popping in.
And happy
Hello,
birthday to
ladies.
Laura. It's Laura's birthday today from Apex.
In that case, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to you. There you go.
I didn't think I'd ever be singing happy birthday.
I think that's the first time we've done that on a live.
It's because Nick told me. Oh, she said we hope to watch, but it's Laura's birthday.
So 21 again, I'm sure.
Yeah, like me.
So yeah, let's go through a few more of these questions, because I've got loads I want to ask, but let's go through these first. And just to remind everyone, if you're here for the giveaway, you're going to have to stay till the end, because I'm not doing it till the end, and we are going to do that giveaway. But thank you to the people that are in chat as well, who have donated prizes as well. It's amazing, and it's made me so happy. So but here we go. Susie's asking, that's fair enough, would coating the petals of white flowers with white UV resin help to keep the colour?
I don't know.
Still resin that way, I suppose.
I suppose you could try and do the back, so you still got a bit of the texture.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't know. That's too fiddly for me, I think.
Oh, Tim's saying he's impressed that I didn't change keys with my singing like most people do. But there we go. I apologise for the singing. It's not the best. Susie's asking, when you said Wickham, is that Wickham in Hampshire?
No, Whittam in Essex, near Braintree. I'm near Braintree.
There we go. So
yeah, my daughter lives in Whittam, and we're at Great Notley and Braintree. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, and the ladies are feeling much better as well from Apex. Yeah. That's good. We need to get it booked back in, though, ladies. We need you on this live as well.
If I can do it, they can do it.
Exactly. I'm not going to take no for an answer. But going back to sort of your resin channel then, what made you go from just making resin to going, do you know what? I'm going to start social media with this.
I had an account anyway, because my granddaughter do dance, so I could see some of her dance. And I think actually the first hubby bought me a Zoom course for resin through which was Lou's old job, before it all went thimmy-bob. And so I did that, and that was with Lou and everybody. And she said, oh, you must post it. And so that's how it all started. And then I realized that I don't do it for how many people or whatever say that they like or comments and that. I just like to post what I'm doing, and it's nice to see your journey as well.
Yeah.
And
although to be fair, you've got over 1,900 followers on Instagram, so you're not doing bad.
No, I'm not. No.
How does that feel as well, from obviously just putting those first few reels on to knowing that you've got 1,900 people that watch your content?
I try not to think about numbers because it's best not to. And I try not to look how many views I get and how many likes. I always, if anybody comment, I always do reply back, with a heart or yes, because I think that's only polite and I like that.
Yeah.
But you can have so many followers, but there's still, dedicated ones and not, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's ones that actually interact, ones that communicate, ones that you get to know. And actually, I hope Lisa doesn't mind me saying this, but I was chatting to her earlier on, and I needed a bit of a pick-me-up, to be honest with you, because I was looking through my views on my videos, and some of them, I'm only averaging 200 or 300 views, which is okay. But when you've got, and I've gone over the 10K subscriber mark, that means that it's like 0.3% of the people that follow my channel actually watch the videos. And it's just like, I'm putting 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, some weeks into this.
Oh, that's a lot.
You would hope it would grow more, but you've just got to not think of the numbers. Keep enjoying what you're doing, and hope that one day people will find your content, like it, and then it'll all blow up.
Yeah. And occasionally I get somebody to say, oh, are you selling this? And I'll say yes, only to the UK. And then it goes from there. And often they then come back and order some more things, which I love. And I just think that's so nice. And that's a bonus for me. You know, I had one lady on TikTok, my first ever feather I did on a glass.
Right.
And she said, is this for sale? And I thought, it's my first feather. And I thought, well, actually, it's a feather bougie. And I thought, why not? And I'm glad I did, because she gave me several orders. So,
oh, wow.
You know, yeah, it might not have turned that way. And I thank everybody for following me, liking, comment, or even buying, even my lucky dips at my fairs, you know, the little bits of resin we have left over. I put them into tiny little molds.
Yeah.
And I then my daughter usually wrap them up. Emma, she's brilliant. She helps me a lot. And she wraps them up, and then we put them in a tin, and it's £1. And the kids and adults, everybody like them, you know. And at Christmas I do little reindeers and snowflakes and baubles and wrap them up in red, so they then pick them as well.
Interesting that, because I always save all my little drips of resin. Sometimes I put them in a big like skull drip mold, sometimes I put them in smaller pieces, and I must have 300 or 400 smaller pieces that I've collected over the period of time. Yeah. And I've just started putting 5 to 10 pieces in an envelope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna thinking about doing those as lucky dip bags.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I sell them for £1, because most kids have £1, or the parent will give them £1. And I wouldn't sell them for any more, because they are made from the last little bit of resin I have. Yeah, they still take time to file them down, make sure they're not rough, and then wrapping them up and that. But yeah, and I keep a tally of how many we sell, because we put the money in a separate pot. And last year I was how many did I sell when I added it up? I thought, wow, you know, it was incredible. So yeah, you know, thank you, Lou, that's lovely. Yeah, so I was oh my goodness, you know. So I will keep doing that. As I say, adults come as well, and it, you know, if nothing else, it brings people on to have a look, and everybody loves a lucky dip, don't they?
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. That's the excitement. That's why I love the advent calendar, because you don't know what you're going to get.
And we know they're all new products as well from Lowe's, so it's even better. Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing a video a day, because I've got to think on my feet. As soon as I open it, what am I going to do with it? And that's part of the process that I like. Yeah. Because I can't do everything the same, otherwise people just get bored and not want to watch. But there's some really interesting products that I've had so far. Lou knows about one of them, because I've had a bit of a joke with her when I opened it. But it should be really, really interesting. And I think that's what I love. It's like I've had a few people I've been fortunate enough where they've sent me stuff like Happy Mail, and I never know what it is. And then you open the box, you're like, oh, what am I going to do with that? And it makes you think.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I've ever had an advent calendar before. My hubby bought it for me for my birthday, which was in September. So it's a belated present, but I love it, and I'm still doing it every day, because I wasn't going to open it all first. And
well, keep him. If I could find a partner that'll buy me a present like that, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, my hubby,
he's a keeper.
Yeah, oh, definitely. He's very supportive, and I couldn't do anything without him, or my daughter, and that, or anybody really, because you know, it's just, you need that support in the long run. You need that bit of moral when you're feeling a bit, I don't know what to make. You know, you get that, not writer's block, but you get the block, and you sort of think, I just can't do anything. And you just need somebody, you know. And so many people are saying they're following me. Thank you. So yeah, it's all exciting times. And as I say, this will be my 4th year at the church in Great Notley Christmas fair, and that's where it started. And I can't believe it's like my 4th year there.
But no, it's amazing. And I suppose, are you getting more known through that as well? Are you getting followers from doing that? I'm just curious.
I've got more followers on Facebook than I had before because a lot of people didn't do Instagram or especially TikTok.
Yeah.
But they are on Facebook, so I'm getting more followers through people I know or people coming to the craft fairs and saying, "Oh, how can we follow you?" And I'll say Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. Facebook, so they'll find me on there now.
I don't think there's many people in the world that don't have Facebook.
Well, as I say, I've only just been on it for the last 3 months. But what I do like is that you can post it on Instagram and it automatically go over.
Yeah, so, automatically feeds it through to your feed, doesn't it?
So, you know, it is the same, but then it just gets to a different people. And yeah, so that's really nice as well.
So what's your favorite thing to do in resin? I think I can guess, but I need to ask.
I do like the tumblers.
Yeah,
it's different. I like it all, to be quite honest, even the little things. Yeah.
Well, I've seen you've done some like charcuterie handles on the end of like those utensils. They looked amazing.
Yeah. Cheese knives.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they've just got one just a coat of fast set on with the blue offshore wave at the moment, but they will have another coat with and try and do a bit of waves on them. And then I do a cheese board to match. Yeah, so
just going back to the tumblers then, because obviously you've done loads of tumblers, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Is there good machines and bad machines? Because I'm thinking about getting a tumbling machine.
Well, I would say if you're in the UK, you need to go to SB Turner's, which is this too. They are brilliant. They're magnetic. You can have the slow speed or the fast. I have been fortunate that when I first started my tumbler journey, I just had a We Are Memory Keepers one, which was, you don't need one of them. You couldn't click it backwards or forwards. It just went one way. You couldn't take it off or anything.
Yeah.
And I was watching TikTok and Elva at this too wasn't making them then. And I was watching Topeka and some other people, and I sort of asked, where do you get them from? And they got them from America, MH Turner's. So hubby was very fortunate and said to me, well, I'll help you buy some. So I bought a single and a triple from America. But of course, you pay for a lot of customs and postage. Anyway, I've loved them. I've still got them. And then Elva at this too. Use code Wendy 10. You get 10% off. So there's a plug there. They started to make the magnetic turners, and it was the first time when Lou did her retreat. And I just got my single one from Elva. And so everybody was asking, because I did a demonstration on my We Are Memory Keepers one. I did Lou of ours, and then she wanted glitter. Well, if Lou want glitter, it goes on it all, but that was beside the point. And I said, look, I'll tell you how Alva's turner is. I'll test it out and see what I think and let you know. And through that, I've now got a triple, and I'm delighted to say, because I promoted them, and before they gave codes to people, I heard on Saturday they're going to send me a single turner because I promoted them so well before they had codes.
Oh, wow.
So I will then have 9 turners, which is brilliant. And that's thanks to everybody. And a lot of people on Instagram, you know, they saw me at Lou's retreat. And yes, so that has grown. As I say, to me, SB Turner's is just the same as MH.
Okay.
Yeah, to me.
I will look into, because what I really want them for is not just the tumblers, and don't get me wrong, I want to try those, but it's the rings.
Yes,
I love the rings where you can have them spinning round and then just put little things inside them.
Yeah, I do rings. What my hubby did, and I can't see a pole, he inside the, oh, well, actually you can see from this one, inside the, no, this one hasn't, but inside the pole,
yeah,
he's put a rod in for me, and the rings sit on the rod, because obviously the rings are thinner than the poles.
Yeah.
And I do them, and I've just started doing ashes. memorable ashes, and a lot of people have asked me for rings and other jewelry and other things.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. That's one of the main reasons I want one. Is I'm thinking I've still got some of my sister's ashes who I lost a few years ago, and I'm thinking of actually getting some crushed opal or something and getting one of those, mixing the ashes with the opal, and actually having it as a ring so I can carry it with me all the time.
That's what a lot of people do. Yeah,
and I love that. I'm one of those that I won't ever pay somebody to do something that I want to do myself. I would rather spend 10 times as much on the equipment and do it myself.
You can actually get a ring turner. Ambient Paradise makes a little ring turner, which I had to go at Lou's retreat in May, and that's got my journey on doing rings. So, as I say, hubby did a poll for me, which I can't see one because I think it's on the machine. Just put the dowel in, fixed it in the pole, and that works just as well. So,
Laura's telling me she's got crushed opal in her shop, so I'll have to look there as well.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. Some of the colours you get in the crushed opal, I've seen them in the rings, and I think they're just amazing. And don't get me wrong, I am a man's man. I don't want anything too feminine, but I think something like that, it's the sentimental value as well of having that crushed opal, but knowing that those ashes are in there. It's almost like that person's with you all the time.
I've just added ashes to glitter and put them in rings. Also, somebody asked me to do their dog, and they did it. I put the ashes in the wine glass in the stem, in the glitter, and then did the design what they wanted in the colours, and then a picture of the dog with their name on, Bruce, and that was really nice as well. Yeah.
We've got a few questions coming through as well, so I'm going to go through those as well. Susie's asking, what is your most favourite piece you've ever done?
I don't know. I think, and I did sell it. I did a real big landscape at Lou's this year of the sea, and I knew it was going to be a big piece because Lou had told us. Yeah. And she said, bring a picture for inspiration. So I said to hubby, pick a picture, and it was a sunset in the water, and that came out really well. And I put shells on that, and somebody asked if I could sell it, and I did, because it was just an honor that somebody wanted my work.
Yeah. I've just done one of my biggest experiments mixing. I did, do you know, like an open pour, what they do like in fluid art? I did a 3-cup open pour using just resin, and I got an old picture that I found in a charity shop, and it's just because I love the frame that it was. It wasn't a special frame, but I could tell it was well made, and it had like the paper backing on the back, so it was handmade. And used a litre of resin, but it turned out amazing. I don't think if somebody offered me £1,000, I'd sell it. I'm so in love with that piece. It's just every time I look at it, I find new things.
I think, I don't know, every piece that you do, you sort of think, oh, that's my favourite, and then you do something else and that's my favorite. So it is a hard thing, but I did enjoy that, and especially with the sunset, because Lucy, you've got to be very careful with the yellow and blue, don't go green, but it did it all right. And
I've got all sorts of different favorites. So I've got a favorite animal piece, which is a lion head that I did. I've got a favorite waves piece. I've got a favorite small table that I've made now, and I've got all these different little things that I love.
I have got a vase. I did my first beach vase, and I'd got sand from Cornwall, and that's on the bottom, then a bit of sea, and then I put the shells and some dry seaweed on the bottom, and now that is at home. That isn't going anywhere. Seaweed
actually turns out really cool in resin. I did a bit from Blackpool Beach once. I did like it was a cheese board from Aldi, and it was only £4.99, the cheese board, and I thought it was lovely, like acacia wood. And I got some bits and bobs. Well, actually, it was a lady that I was seeing at the time. They went to Blackpool Beach, and they brought all these shells back, seaweed, even a seagull feather, and I put them all in, and then created an ocean effect. It was beautiful. And I think it really does. Resin for me, it preserves memories as well, and I think hopefully that person will always remember that day at Blackpool Beach.
So, I'd like to do a peacock feather. I think that would be quite.
Oh, I did one of them the other week. Hang on, I'll show you.
I think you did one, yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I've got it. Yeah, so I did I think it's the first time I've ever used a real feather in a piece, but I just did a peacock tray.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love the fact, I'm glad I did it in transparent, so it's almost like glass.
Yes, I like that.
So yeah, that turned out really cool.
And did you use deep cast for that?
No, I used standard high gloss. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And it still turned out really cool. There's one or two tiny bubbles coming off the feather, but you don't really notice.
No.
And I think it turned out really cool. And for me, it was just the fun of using a real peacock feather in there as well.
Yeah.
And seeing what would happen, because seagull feathers and thin ones, when you pour resin over them, they go almost like glass. It's a bit strange.
So it goes translucent, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but this one actually kept its shape and its form, which I absolutely love. I think that's what makes the piece.
Yeah, that is gorgeous. Yeah.
And that was all inspired by Peacock Prism from Create and Bloom. That colour.
Oh, I love that colour. I love that colour.
Beautiful colour.
I'm always Trouble is, some of her colours are just are beautiful, and they're sort of special editions, so she doesn't always make them again. And you fall in love with them, and you just think, oh, I can't get it anymore.
Well, I've got at least probably 10 favourite colours now from there, so I'm hoping she keeps doing those. If not, she'll be getting some emails from me saying you need to remake these colours.
I love Almost Midnight, Fly Agaric, because that's a real proper what I call red. That's a nice red. Dorset Blue, which Lou's got a thing about Dorset Blue. She was going to stop it and then realised she couldn't because it was in the swimming set. Yeah. So she couldn't, but that was nice. I've just got so.
Have you tried Butterfly Flower yet?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Do you know the Cadbury's Roses, the big purple one? That's what that colour reminds me of.
All right. Yes. Yeah.
And again, I think that's a gorgeous colour. So I've got loads of favourites, but the great thing is I still love trying the new ones as well because
I have to buy.
You never know what you're going to get, and there's probably one or two that I'm not that keen on. I'll be honest, but you only know that by trying it. And I think that's the thing. And even those, if you intermix them with other colours that you like, you can get a really cool effect.
Yeah. And also, just because we don't like it doesn't mean other people's gonna not like it. I mean, I'm not a lover of green, and yet Lou will always tell me your greens come out so beautiful, on the vases and glasses and things. And I think I'm not a lover of green, but again, it's down to buying good pigments.
Yeah, and I think you've got to remember, and this is one thing I'm starting to change. So when I first started resin, I was like, I'm never using glitter. Never using glitter.
Yes,
I think it's cheap. I think it's tacky. It doesn't look right. And then as soon as you start using nice glitter, you're like, I can see why you're going to use it now.
Yeah.
But it's not only that. I've got to start remembering that if I'm going to sell pieces, it's not about what I like. It's about what other people like.
Yeah.
So,
and you have to go out your comfort zone with colours because, I'm a blue person and I'm having to do all sorts of different colours. But what I find round here, I mix colours sometimes, do different colours, but they do like all greens or blues or whatever. They don't like, I did a lovely vase with a few colours, sort of the pink, blue. No, was it pink, blue and yellow or something? So the rainbow, so they come rainbow, but it didn't sell. It was crazy. And yet it was so pretty. It's just one of those things.
Yeah. And I think, do you know what? Sometimes what you've got to remember is with your pigments, you can still mix them and make a completely different colour. Yeah. And that's always fun to do as well sometimes.
Yeah, I'm always scared of mixing colours. I don't have the great... I keep saying to hubby, because he's good at colour wheels and that, and he said, no, I'm not. I said, but I don't get it. But
my biggest problem is I can never choose colours either. So I end up throwing like 10, 20 colours in and I'll be fine. See what happens.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, to choose colours? You sort of think, well, what actually go with that? And it's not always something that you don't like. Yeah. It's,
and what I've started doing sometimes is I'll just close my eyes and pick out 2 or 3 random colours out of a drawer, and that's what I'll use in the project.
Oh,
It'll either work or it won't.
Well, yeah, that is it.
Lou's asking, what are your top 3 tips for resin or tumblers?
My top 3 tips: time, patience, and then just enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think, really.
Yeah. And I just add to that, use a quality resin.
Oh, absolutely. Quality resin, quality pigments, quality inks, quality glitter.
Yeah.
If you buy the stuff from Temu or whatever, you know, you've got to be so careful with the light fast and all this. At least I know I'm buying UK products and they're good from Lou and Apex, and you know.
And again, there are other suppliers that are good as well. Just put it out there.
Yes, yeah. I'm a bit biased because that's who I did get from. Yeah,
but I would say, when you upgrade to a quality resin or quality pigments or quality glitters, you see the difference. And once you start doing that, you realise that yes, you can buy the cheaper ones off Temu, which is fine, but you get better quality, and often the price isn't that much different because
you have to use more.
It's like the pigment paste. If you get a little pot like that, it will last you at least a year. I mean, you literally dip the end of your stick in and it will colour 6 ounces of resin easily. So it's they last a long time.
Yeah. Claire's asked to pick 3 colours. I would say blue.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go back to that in a second. But Laura's also saying if you make quality pieces, you need quality products, not Temu. I agree.
Yeah.
And you might get lucky on Temu. Let's be honest. I started with all of my stuff on Temu, but you might not as well. Is always the risk. And I've learned as an artist, creator, whatever you want to call me, I want to be able to replicate effects and replicate things. I can only do that by using a quality product that I know is going to be the same every time.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also a lot of people say, oh, I like, say, that pot, but can I have that pot in those colours?
Yeah.
And if you got it from somewhere, wherever, you might not have got enough, or you might not be able to get it anymore. At least we know that mostly that we can re-get it, and that's what I like, to be quite honest. That I can, and I'll say to them, I can use exactly the same colours, but it will never come out the same.
There we go. Laura said she's only got quality in her shop as well because she tests them all first. I'll have to back her up on that because everything I've had from her shop as well has been brilliant as well. So again, it's worth having a look. Dawn's asking how long you've been doing resin for.
3.5 years.
3.5 years. There we go. What? In fact, nobody's asked this, but I'm going to ask this. What's been your biggest mistake with resin?
Loving it too much.
In what way? You're going to have to explain that a bit more.
Well, you see all my colours and glitters and everything. You just want more colours. You want more glitter. It's just addictive, the whole lot of it. You just want more of it. And like if somebody brings out something, you think, oh, I need that as well. You just need it. You've got to try it. And it's so addictive. And I never thought that I could say that. No.
I'll be honest, off my channel, I've not made a penny because any money I make, I spend back on resin products, molds. That's it.
I could never live off. I mean, all what I get goes back into resin and pigments and glitters and inks and you name it.
There's always something else that you've got your eye on that you want.
Oh yeah, always a new mold, a new board or whatever. You can't, a new turner. You can't, you can't. You just can't sit there and think I've got it all. I don't need any more, because that doesn't work like that.
Or then people bring out a new resin that you've got to try, or a new product that you've got to try, and it never stops, does it? But it's always good fun. Apex are saying, if you knew now what you did at the beginning of your resin journey, what would you change or advise people or yourself?
I don't know, because if I knew now, if I knew 3.5 years ago the change in myself, I still can't believe it. I'm going out, I'm even doing fairs on my own now as well. I suffer a lot with mental health. I could never walk up the road on my own and all that, let alone be on here, you know. So the joy it's brought me and other people, which is amazing. You know, I never ever thought I would ever be like this. And I know my dear mum would be so proud. You know, she's not with me. She died about 4 years ago, and I just wish she could have seen it, you know. And I've made things for her grave as well, which I made one of my first vases that I was on Claire's Instagram live. I made for my mum, and I put "Love You, Mum" on, you know, and and I did rose petals. And last year I did a robin. I can show you actually one of these.
Well, I'll grab you a piece at the same time.
Yeah. Oops. So last year I did these, and I'm doing them this year as well. A little robin plaque out of resin.
Wow.
And for Christmas we put my mum's wreath around it, and my 2 sets of grandparents as well. And that was a joy to put on their graves for Christmas. So these are very popular. And
that was the piece I did for my sister.
Oh, lovely.
And her ashes are actually in the heart. So
oh, wow.
Her ashes are in there with the glitter because it hides them quite well, but I know they're there. And then obviously the angel's wings and the clouds.
That's gorgeous.
And that's just above a doorway. So I've always got a with me when I walk in the door. But
I like that. Yeah, I love that.
And to be fair, it was one of those. I actually did a video on it, and I got quite emotional whilst doing it. I'm like, oh, do I put this out there or not? But do you know what? I think that's one of the beauties of resin as well, is you can use it to preserve memories or to remember people that you've lost and things like that. And I think, yes, I could paint a picture, but it wouldn't necessarily mean the same thing. And I think that's where you can do really special things with resin. And if you put your mind to it, you could probably create almost anything with resin. You know, it's just how you're going to do it, and what processes you've got to go through to get to the finished product. And that's what I love doing, is just thinking of something completely random. So I know, I don't know if you ever watch it, but Stranger Things has just started on Netflix again, the final series. And there's some weird and wonderful things in there that are just complete science fiction. But I'm automatically thinking, how can I make those in resin? And they'd be weird and wonderful, but again, nobody else would have them. And it's like I did a Pennywise clown for Halloween, and that is, I still look at it now and I'm like, I can't believe I made that, and it looks so real to me. So, and I think that's the beauty of resin, is take your time, think about what you're doing, and just carry on until you get there.
Yeah. And just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. You know, just give yourself time and patience. And the only thing I don't like is the stickiness, because we all get sticky with it. But, you know, you just put gloves on and try and keep away if you can. But you'll guarantee you'll take your gloves off, pick up a pot. You've got sticky hands. But, you know.
And just to pre-warn people, we're nearly at the hour mark. So if you've got any last-minute questions, and can you believe it? I can't. It's flown by. So if you've got any last-minute questions, now's your time to put them in chat in caps lock. Then at the end, I'm going to do that giveaway of those 5 prizes as well. So stay tuned for that. But again, do you want to just, before any more questions come through, give your channel another shout-out so that people know where to find you?
Yes, I'm Grandma Wendy Crafts on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. And why I was Grandma Wendy Crafts was because my daughter do childminding. I've got grandchildren, obviously, and I do them birthday cards. And I've got one here. Oh, sorry. Do one here, personalise it so the line hasn't got stuck on yet. And I always sign them Grandma Wendy because of my grandchildren. And when my church 4 Christmases ago said, you've got to have a stall, what are you going to be called? I said, oh, I don't know, just Grandma Wendy Crafts, and that stuck. And so many people love the name that I'm glad I chose it. And we've gained 2 more grandchildren as well since then, so really lovely.
I hope you're. I've just seen in chat as well, Claire. I hope you're okay, and I hope you're chilling out watching this live. Hope you're relaxing, and hopefully enjoying it. And I hope you feel a bit better soon. I know you've not been very lucky this year, Claire. I know that, so I hope you feel a bit better. But that's it. I don't think we've got any more questions. So shall we do this giveaway? What do you reckon?
Oh yes.
So we've got 5 prizes to give away as well, and I can't believe this. So, but first of all, thank you everyone for being part of my journey as well, and please follow Grandma Wendy as well. Now she's part of this amazing community. I want to see her growing as well. But thank you everyone, because without you, I wouldn't have got to 10k subscribers on YouTube. And do you know what? You was talking about mental health earlier, and I think this channel keeps me sane. Genuinely, I'm a single bloke in his 40s, don't have a partner. And without you guys, I think I'd be going around the bend. You know, I work full time, but this keeps me busy for the rest of my time. So it keeps me sane. So thank you for that as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. It does. It keeps you on the straight and narrow. And yeah.
There we go. Apex is sharing my discount code, what gets you 15% off as well. Thank you, CCUK. But should we get to these prizes? So prizes wise, we've got £200 worth of Apex resin. Pretty big prize. We've got a $200 box from Laura's Art Corner, which is amazing as well. We've got a £50 Create and Bloom voucher. We've got a handmade into resin mold up to $40. You can pick it. And we've got a mystery prize from Resiners as well. So again, thank you so much, all of the channel sponsors and people that work with me as well. Again, I couldn't do it without you guys, and it means I can give back to this amazing community. So thank you for that. Right, let's see if we can get this working, shall we? So here we go. Who's ready for a giveaway?
Yeah, everybody loves a giveaway.
So we should be able to add this. Oh, there we go. We can see that. So this was the video, and the biceps have gone down a little bit since that photo, as you can probably tell. But that was the video that you had to comment on, hashtag CCUK Resin, to have entered and followed the steps on there. Now, I'm not going to verify tonight that whoever we draw has followed those steps, but I will be verifying it afterwards. And you have a week to email me your postal address so that I can get it to the supplier of the prize that you've won. And we can get it to you. So the email address is in every description I ever do, so you can find it there. And you do have to email me or message me on Instagram, message me on TikTok, whichever. I will then verify via a different platform that it is you. And then we'll get the prize out to you. So I'm so excited. I'm glad you like the thumbnails, Apex. That's what the physique will be like this time next year. I'm going to get back to that gym, and that's where we'll be.
Oh, you need my hubby. He's just retrained his life and is now a PT instructor. And
oh wow, he can give me a few tips.
Yeah.
Stop eating kebabs and get to the gym more.
Yeah, exactly. Eat vegetables and
So good luck, everyone. This is what I've done. So I've got this random YouTube comment picker, which is going to pick the winners. And I think I'm going to go from the bottom down. So get the pen and paper. Lisa, if you can make a note of these as well for me as to who wins what prize, so I don't forget. And obviously it's on video, so we can always go back and watch it. So for the first one, I'm going to draw the Resiners mystery prize. And I don't even know what it is. They've just said they have to donate a prize. So thank you, resiners.com. And if you've entered, good luck. Here comes the first one. Oh, who's it going to be? Oh.
Need a comment to respond.
Frosty.
Oh.
And we know Frosty. I hope you're still in chat, Frosty. So you have won the mystery prize from Resiners. So congratulations. And we're not going to have any double winners tonight. So that's Frosty. That is your prize. If you get drawn again, we're going to draw again. So I want 5 separate winners. So here we go. It shouldn't draw another one again, but you never know with YouTube how these pickers work. So congratulations, Frosty.
Yeah.
Let's have the next prize then, which will be the Inter-Resin mold. I hope you're making a note of that, Lisa. There we go. Inter-Resin mold. Heather Young 8614. So congratulations, Heather. You've won as well. I'm just going to let Lisa write it down. Okay, next I'm going to go with the Create and Bloom Crafts voucher. I want to win this guy. I want to win them all, but I can't enter. So it's it's so exciting though to see other people. Look at all these chat comments. Everybody's excited now. So the next one's going to be that £50 voucher donated by Lou over at Create and Bloom Crafts. So here we go. And it's amazing that Lou's actually in chat at the same time.
Yeah, lovely.
To see who's won.
She said that she'd got an art class tonight. So
I know. There we go. They made the special effort. So let's have a look.
Thank you.
Here we go. Gina Jones 2823.
Brilliant.
Has won that Create and Bloom voucher.
Lovely.
And Laura's here, I know. I know Laura's here for hers as well. It's amazing. And that's going to be the next prize, which is exciting. So, who's going to win the $200 box of pigments or whatever you want from Laura's Art Corner as well? And don't forget, check it out. If you haven't, she's got some amazing products as well. I love her candy apple red. I can't live without it, guys. It is stunning. And it's similar to the chrome red that you can get from Less Resin, but it's got so much more punch to it. It's stunning. Honestly, if you've not tried them and there's a way that you can get them, get them.
That's the only thing from America, isn't it? It's always the job to get them over here.
But if you save up and you're buying a few things at once, then it's not as bad, is what I would say. Yeah. And if you can work it down so it only costs you £2 or £3 an item, let's say you get 10 items and it costs you £20, then you just add that to the cost of the item. And actually, with some of Laura's stuff, what I will say is the pots are a lot bigger. So those candy apple red pots you get, you know, a standard sort of Let's Resin size pot, it's 4 times the size.
Right.
So it's definitely worth trying them. And their new stuff. There you go. You also get 15% off for international customers as well.
Oh, lovely.
Which will help with the postage. So here we go. Who wants to win that $200 box from Laura's Art Corner? Let's see who's going to win it. Dun, dun, dun. Diane Christmas 6055. Congratulations, Diane.
Oh, brilliant.
The prices and products are amazing and she's super sweet, Lo's saying. So there we go. So Diane Christmas 6055. Don't forget, winners, you have to email me your address so that I can send it on to the suppliers and they can get it out to you. And then the last prize, £200 worth of Apex resin or anything you want from the Apex website, I think it is. Who's going to win this one? Oh, I don't know. Who's it going to be? Here we go. Here we go. Who's it going to be? It's Terry Inglis 7884. Brilliant. So congratulations, Terry. You've just won yourself £200 worth of resin from Apex. Now, don't forget, winners, you have a week to send me an email with your address on so we can get these prizes sent out, hopefully before Christmas. And if you don't, if it's okay with the suppliers, I'm going to redraw next week if I haven't heard from you. So suppliers, if you're in chat, you might as well just let me know now that you're happy for me to do that. If people don't email me within the week, I can redraw next week. I'm hoping that's okay. But massive congratulations to everybody. And again, it's been wonderful meeting you tonight, Wendy, as well. I feel like I made a new friend.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
So, well, Laura and Apex are saying that's fine. So if you missed out on those prizes and you haven't emailed me by this time next week, we might have to do a draw again. So there we go. Somebody's got to win.
Yeah.
But no, it's been brilliant meeting you. And don't forget to check out Grandma Wendy Crafts on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. Yeah. Soon, hopefully, with a bit of gentle persuasion, YouTube as well. We'll see.
Yes.
So thank you, everyone, for being here as well. I'm going to be checking the hashtags and the rules as well. And if they're not there, again, I was quite clear in the video what you had to do. So well reminded, Lisa. If they haven't put the hashtags in there and the instructions, then we will redraw. So I couldn't have been more straightforward than that, and it's on the video. So it's been brilliant having you on.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully I can get you on this time next year for another live, and we'll see how you've grown.
Oh, yeah, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? Yes, thank you.
But it's been massive fun, and thank you, everybody, as always. Thank you, everybody in chat as well. And don't forget, if you want to be part of this advent calendar journey, you're going to get a video from me every day at 7 p.m. on my channel with whatever I unbox, and we're going to make something with it. So that should be good fun. Tune in for that, and I'll see you all next week.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Keep happy. Thank you.